Should you sell or wait? Hello, I'm Fabrice Ernandes. So we're here for the weekly update of the Castle Beach report regarding sales and purchases. Should you sell or wait? Knowing that this current week here at the beautiful Castle Beach and also on Miami Beach, as you can clearly see directly, we are currently here inside the building itself, and we are going to observe what precisely transpired this week. So we have a significant 24% fewer sales this week and a substantial 43% more inventory this week. But as you can see in this article from Real Deal, here we have 18 million for a penthouse that was sold at 5 par. What does that mean? It simply means that Miami is doing well. So let's see if Castle Beach itself is doing well. Regarding sales and purchases, as I mentioned, we are going to look at what happened during the week of the 16th of July to the 23rd of July. So as you can see directly on this Excel sheet, you should know that there are a total of 571 apartments at Castle Beach. We have 18 floors here, and we can see that this week there are 30 apartments for sale. So we have one pending. The pending one is B7. B7 was listed at $175,000. It was reduced to $155,000 and is now pending. We will also see at what price it was sold. We will most likely have the closing this week. So from 175,000 to 155,000, you are very low in terms of price per square foot. We know that the price per square foot at Castle Beach is between $650 and $750. For this one, we are at $546. So we will also see at what price it was sold. It stayed on the market for 126 days. A small office located all the way at the end of the pathway, directly off the walkway we have in the lower lobby, which is the CU10. It was sold for $250,000, knowing that it was listed at $399,000. Why such a big drop? That is entirely up to the owner, as we know. And at Castle Beach, each apartment belongs to an individual owner. It's not a hotel, it's a condominium. So each owner can set the price at which they want to sell their apartment or commercial unit, and of course, list and sell it at the price they choose. We are under condominium laws, not condo hotel regulations. And it is not a hotel. However, on the other hand, you can rent out your apartment in exactly the same way as a hotel. You can rent it by the day, by the week, by the month, for a year, for 6 months, or for 3 months. There are no restrictions. Let's continue with the report. As for sales, we are still talking about sales. We saw that CU10, the small office at the end of the passage in the lower lobby, has been sold. So $250,000, 221 days on the market. There was still quite a long time on the market. Let's take a look and summarize. Withdraw. What does withdraw mean? It means that this apartment, B14, was put up for sale. It has been suspended for the time being. That doesn't mean it won't come back on the market. That's why we're putting it on withdraw. It was originally priced at $699,000. It dropped to $649,000 on the 9th of July, which means a price per square foot of exactly $683.16, but it had still been on the market for 424 days. So let's take a look at a quick summary regarding this. 424 days is still a lot. It's huge. That's over a year. Why? Should you wait or should you sell? Castle Beach still attracts sellers despite the prices being offered below the current real average, which is between 650 and 750, as you saw, per square foot. The B7 was sold below market price. The advice, no overall market is declining, but there is still ongoing demand here in Miami. We can see that, I'll say it again, this article from the Real Deal makes it clear, and we have plenty of other examples here every week about sales happening here in Miami. The timing of the sale is becoming strategic. It's really because when the buyer starts looking and sees that your apartment has been on the market for 424 days, they start to wonder why. So you have to come up with an explanation that doesn't make sense because there really isn't any explanation to give. If you want to sell your apartment, you simply need to set the market price. And based on that, you'll get inquiries. We've seen it. Over the past 2 months, apartments have been sold at Castle Beach. We've seen it. This office, now priced at the market rate of $250,000 instead of $399,000, was sold in less than 15 days. So sales are possible. A drop in sales? Yes. An increase in listings? Yes. An explosion in prices? Yes. Prices are still skyrocketing. Here at Castle Beach, why are we seeing prices return to what they were on the market 4 years ago? The prices you had just a little before the pandemic are exactly the prices we're seeing again today. The prices we're seeing today here at Castle Beach are due to the phenomenon caused by the developer who made an offer. And then a wave of owners followed, thinking the apartment was worth $770,000, which was the average offer for a studio here at Castle Beach. So my advice, the overall Market is declining, yes, but there is still ongoing demand here in Miami. I'll say it again. So here, don't rely solely on the listings you see. Look directly at the numbers, the figures, what the purchase price can offer you compared to the income you can generate from it. And then calculate the percentage after deducting the expenses from the apartment. That way, you'll have the real price, the actual profitability of an apartment. Don't hesitate to reach out to us. You can contact me directly by phone or WhatsApp 786-6030-184.